There are things we can do to take a stand. So for a few moments, let's hear from Broadus from Protect Marriage, Maryland.
Good afternoon, New York. I am proud to stand with the citizens of New York today in defense of marriage between a man and a woman. I'm a member of a group called Protect Marriage Maryland, and this past spring we were in the fight of our lives because it had been decided that Maryland was going to be the next state to legalize same-sex marriage. All of the cards have been put in place. All of the deals had been made. But all we could do was the same thing that our founders could do, make an appeal to heaven. We prayed. We prayed, we fasted, we called, we wrote, we visited. And by the grace of God, although they didn't vote it down, they didn't vote on the bill. And marriage in Maryland is still between one man and one woman. I am thankful for the Orthodox Jewish community that came to Maryland to help us. I am thankful for TFP in Pennsylvania who came to Maryland to help us and stand beside us, and that is why I am glad to come here and stand beside you today in your struggle in New York. The arguments that I made before the legislature were not unlike the arguments you've heard today, but I added something a little different because you learn a lot watching a Disney film growing up. You might learn something strange like that a man can marry a mermaid or that a beauty can marry a beast. That anything is possible if you just imagine it. And through this we get these ideas that if you're born a man, well, you can change and you can become a woman. Or if you're born a woman, you can change that and become a man. But that doesn't coincide with God's plan. So I explained to the legislature that if you go down this path, it won't be long, as actually the technology already exists, that robots and computers can interact with human beings and you don't know the difference. So what's to stop a man from marrying a robot? What's to stop a woman from marrying a computer? This is something we have to take into account, because if we want to go into the realm of the obscene and absurd, this is what this kind of legislation opens up the door to. Now, because this issue is still on the books, because it is still facing New York and Delaware and Maryland and states all up and down the coast, I have decided to take this issue into my campaign for the United States Senate. I'm running against Ben Cardin, the Senator of Maryland, who is extremely in the pocket of the homosexual lobby. He needs to be unseated. We need to flip the Senate. We need to flip the Senate and put people in office who will uphold marriage between a man and a woman. We need to send a message to President Obama to defend the Defense of Marriage Act. We need to send a message to the Congress. And after you get finished visiting your legislators today, I hope you will go and you will write your federal congressmen and senators and say, defend DOMA and don't repeal, don't ask, don't tell. Because that is a critical key to advancing the homosexual agenda and advancing gay marriage throughout the United States. I hearken to the ideas of those great New Yorkers who stood against the consolidated empire at the founding of these United States. New Yorkers like Melancton Smith, like John DeWitt, like Robert Yates, also known as Brutus. See, my name is Broadus, see the similarity. Who said, if you accept the consolidated empire, you will lose the rights of the states to decide what their laws will be. You will lose the freedom and independence that we fought so hard for. So I hope you will come out today and send this message to your legislators, send this message to your president, send this message to your governor that marriage is between a man and a woman. You will not stand for anything else. You will not stand for someone who defies the will of God, and you will vote them out in 2012 if they do. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
It's good to hear from folks that have been there and that have done it, isn't it? Now it's time for us to turn around and do it here in New York. People ask me, do you think we can defeat same-sex marriage? I say, oh yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. I believe we're going to do it this year. I believe we're only weeks away from making it happen, but it's going to happen with your help. We need you to now get engaged. And so if you're here today and you're one of our team captains and you know who you are, you come on up, you hold that little signage, you come right up front, make a row across the front. And we got team leaders that are going to help you go through the Capitol. We're going to lobby our legislators, work with our elected officials, and we're going to work on getting these people out from this Capitol Park into that building to see elected officials